The most important lessons I've learned as an estimator have almost nothing to do with math, takeoffs, or margins, and everything to do with people, preparation, and discipline. Over years of boots on the ground concrete work, I've learned something that most estimating courses never teach. Your real edge doesn't come from faster takeoffs or fancier spreadsheets or bid software like the bid services try to sell. It comes from how you think, how you communicate, and how intentional you are with your team. If you want to win more bids and build a bulletproof estimating department, this video is for you, because today I'm breaking down the lessons that actually reinforce the foundation of estimating layer by layer like a double mat of steel. Lesson 1 is data, not drama. This is a mantra that I try to live by. Data, not drama. And let's be honest, there's no shortage of drama in the construction industry. Emotions, opinions, gut feelings, panic decisions, especially at bid time. But the best decisions I've made, both personally and professionally, have been driven by hard data, not by how something felt in the moment. When I follow the data, I'm a lot more confident, I'm more grounded, and I make better decisions. Do I still fall into the drama trap sometimes? Absolutely. But every time I return to the data, it pulls me back on course. This mindset applies directly to estimating, and it's why I talk about it so often. If you want consistency and repeatable success, start with data, not drama. Lesson 2 is communication is not optional. Here's another lesson that sounds obvious, but gets ignored all the time. Communication actually matters. Most estimators I know are overloaded. Maybe you are estimating and managing projects. Maybe you're in a small shop where everyone wears multiple hats. When that's the case, it's easy to adopt a fire and forget approach to bidding. We send the bid, we move on, and we hope for the best because we've got to get on to the next opportunity. But that's where opportunity actually gets lost. Proactive communication leads to tighter, more accurate proposals, and it can be strategic. By asking the right questions early on before the bid, you can actually shape the bid environment. We've done this before, identifying scope items we knew were necessary but they weren't clear on the drawings, asking those questions publicly and forcing an apples to apples comparison that our competitors weren't prepared for. And that changes outcomes. And it doesn't stop with general contractors. You can take the same approach with your vendors. Clarify their proposals, verify their inclusions and exclusions, and you can do that even before they send the proposals. Those answers affect your price, whether you acknowledge them or not. Lesson 3 is about clarity and expectations. Most conflict on projects and in life comes down to unmet expectations. The solution is clarity. Be clear about what's included, be clear about what's excluded, and be clear about how the work will be executed. But here's the deeper layer. You also need to understand what others expect from you. That requires asking questions and becoming a student of the people you work with. Learn what your general contractors care about, specifically the general contractors that you do a lot of work for. Learn what they value, then align your communication accordingly. Clarity reduces friction. Expressed expectations reduces surprises, and both protect your margins. Lesson 4 is teaching as part of the job. One thing we've learned the hard way is that skilled estimators are hard to find, so teaching became a part of our company culture. We mentor our own people constantly, but teaching does not stop with our own people. We also are continually educating general contractors, even engineers, and other partners who may not fully understand our type of concrete work. People just don't know what they don't know. To help bridge that gap, we've developed position papers. Position papers are clear, consistent documents that outline how we approach specific issues that often come up on projects like curing compound, concrete placement limits, and floor flatness standards, to name just a few. These position papers are based on ACI 301, which is the contractor standards, not ACI 318, which are the design standards. And the position papers help keep everyone aligned. They help with expectations and they help with clarity. Over time, that consistency builds trust, and trust actually does win work. So educate not only your people, but educate people outside your company as well. Lesson 5, great teams are built on purpose. High quality teams don't happen by accident. After following the data, we made a conscious decision to grow our estimating department intentionally, deciding when to train from within and when experience would be required from without. That strategy will evolve as we expand into new types of work, but the principle stays the same. Strong teams are built with intention, not hope. The right data leads to the right decisions about hires, and when you couple the right decisions with follow-through and actually hire the right people, you end up with great teams that achieve company and personal goals. In closing, the biggest lessons I've learned as an estimator haven't really been about estimating at all. They've been about trusting data, communicating clearly, teaching consistently, and building teams on purpose. If you apply those lessons, your estimating process and your results will improve. If you've learned hard lessons along the way, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear what things have shaped your career. And if you want a deeper dive into how to track your bid win rate, check out the video linked here. If this was helpful, give it a like and subscribe. Be sure to go to my website, highperformanceestimating.com, and check out the coaching packages that I offer that might help you take your team to the next level. And as always, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.